Alright, let's try this again. Can you guys hear me? There we go. What's the sound of the game like? I've had to change a lot of settings. Hence why the long start really. Bit of a pain. I've pretty much redone all of my OBS. Actually set my stream up properly rather than just be in the game. I actually finally got some chat working. I got a border. Treated myself. Thought I better do it right. Celebration of 3 years on YouTube. I did have this all set up, but I promised just a minute ago. Got angry, quit without saving. So we're just going to do some harvesting this stream. The stream won't be as long now, due to problem on my end. It wasn't the internet, although the internet did need restarting. But apparently a computer doesn't like it when you use a HDMI splitter, apparently. I got a PS4 over the Christmas period, treated myself, and I use one of my PC monitors for it. And to save swapping the cable over all the time, I bought myself a splitter. Well, it turns out OBS doesn't like reading the game for a splitter. No, this map won't be on console. I never designed this map to be on console. The file structure's all over the place and I'd have to rebuild the map and everything. It's far too much work for console, this one. I will be doing the best I can to get Dusty Cove version 2 on console. Hey Matt. So hopefully I should have at least one of my maps on console by the time FS19 comes up. I hope so anyway. So for anyone that played the original Penberlan or even seen the streams from last time. Last time I streamed was 3 months ago, and I was on this map. But a fair few things have changed. For anyone, instead of having that little island bit at the end, you now got a main road at the end. Done the village up a little bit. Speed bumps as well now. Run all the citizens over. That'll be alright. So I'll just take this up here and then I'll show you guys some of the changes I've made. As you can tell, I've actually put proper roads in now rather than them old FS11 ones that was in this map. I've really got to sort my PC out. It does not like me doing streaming and playing the game. Hey, simulator gaming. I was meant to start a good half hour before I did. I won't misjudge that. But I'm on holiday from work this week and I'm a little bit unorganised. A little bit manic all over the place. Trying to get jobs done around the house. All that kind of stuff. But I pretty much wasted the day trying to get OBS set up. So the stream actually looked a bit decent. So before it was just bland, bare. I've done some changes. Let's get this out of the way. I plan on a couple videos this week as well. Hopefully, anyway. Hello, Chris. So I'll just get this into the field a minute. Alright, going to show you guys some of the changes here. So this road here never used to be here at all. Not any entrance or anything. Tree line came along here up until like the gateway, pretty much, into this field. Oh, I've got a bit of a sore throat. So put the gate up the side now, so it forces you to use the new road. Got a little cul-de-sac there, Rosen Close, nothing in there, just a couple houses. Decoration. Lovely tight bridge. Didn't notice the grass sticking out. Whoops. And this road here winds its way up. Got a nice waterfall there. Would say winds, it's a bit straight this bit. Howdy there, farmer. I get a nice view of field 14 from here. I'll show you the PDA. But, hang on a minute. There's an easier way. So there you go, that's the map. Still quite small. Field 20, 19, 21 and 18 are all new. This is a whole extension on the side of the map. And that's where the sheep have moved to, away from the main yard. This is Penberlan, Stephen. Deluxe. Basically version 2, but deluxe. And I had some help of a friend with some ideas and that over this end of the map. From a good friend of mine who I've helped start modding as well. He's been a bit quiet lately. He's been busy in work, but I think he's hoping to start for FS19 really, and he comes in the name of Dutchy Modding. More of a slight mod team. I'm kind of in there with him, like, but it's his project, not mine. So this is the sheep area. I did have the wall in that corner, and trying to get out through this gateway is bad enough trying to feed them in there. Luckily for the bale triggers and stuff like that. That's your water trough. But now your wall spawns down in the bottom corner, down here. So nice and easy access. Yeah, a little sheep pen there. And some storage. Especially if you're using seasons. You know, good for all your grass. So last night I finally submitted this map to Giants, and it's pending. So obviously they're still catching up after the rush. I mean, I see that they're testing Oakfield, Oxygen David's new map at the moment. So hopefully I won't have to wait too long before I'll probably get that failed report back. For a map to pass first time without any back and forth, then you've done really well. It is seasons compatible, Witchy. It's all ready to go for seasons. I'm not running seasons right now with it, but it is all ready for it. Nothing's changed in the bio. You now got a little storage shed this side of the bridge, which you can put equipment or bales in. I was on my old save game putting my seeders and stuff like that in there. This is county stores. So you got your grain sell point, got a water point, your wool sell point, and I've just noticed a tree poking out the back. It's funny how the things all you notice when you start doing live streams and all that. And your bale sell point. So I've changed out some of the, instead of just having edges, you've got some stone walls in amongst it here. Will make driving a little bit more technical, especially getting into fields with tight gateways like that back there. I moved this gateway off the corner, it's now back there. And I think it's all pretty much the same now, apart from the bits I've shown you. So I put a proper road in this time to the farm. I'll open the gate now whilst I'm here. Got a cow grid, stop your cows from escaping if they make it this far. And this is where the road comes to a stop right before the farm yard entrance. Oh, getting a bit of a dry throat. I haven't streamed in months. This is a bit of a strain on the voice box. So the yard's pretty much the same. Plenty of storage. Probably too many sheds really for my liking in such a small yard. It's your cow area. Now you don't have to muck them out anymore. The muck does come straight into here, just for ease, really. Got plenty of storage in there. That's your silo tip. Your fertilizer, seeds. Little bits here and there are changed. Like I got rid of that little yard that was up the top here. That's no longer here. Though I kept the equipment in the field there just to give it a rustic look. And you come up over, and you have, these are the two new fields, 19 and 20. So they're a fair size for the, considering the size of the other fields. They are a fair size. If you're wondering why it's like that, you have got contracts. Now I've bought a couple of the fields. The one that I've got the harvester in currently now. But the majority of them, I think there's only one ploughed field which isn't contract, no, ready for contract. That's the one nearest the yard. So plenty of things to be done, and I've made this as unrealistic as it ever would be for sugarcane to grow in Cornwall. It does have sugarcane implemented into the map. Probably the only map I'm actually going to do it to, because the nightmare that comes with trying to put that in is, well, it's ridiculous. PC's not liking that corner today. So I'll park this out here for the time being. So I was wondering whether to do an ETS stream or, you know, a GE stream. I settled for this today. I might do a Euro Truck tomorrow. I'm really enjoying that game at the minute. incoming views. Oh, thanks, Matt. I'm not very good at this whole social sharing thing. Whoop. Watching chat now, look. Chat gets 3 comments in it. I start going crazy in the field. 18-0. Learning for your test. Uh-oh. Hope I'm not going to get you in trouble. Hello, Massey Fergie. Oi. So, starting to get a few more views in it now. Cheers, Matt. I always forget to do it. I put it on my Facebook page, then I forgot the link, and Chris had to remind me to do that. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, other streams I got planned for the rest of the week. ETS, GE. Really looking forward to doing a ETS stream, apart from reading the chat whilst driving. But, you know, something I haven't done. I've literally only done Giants Editor streams and like little bits like this. So it'll be something different for my channel, that's for sure. It's Mark. Hey? Mark who? I know too many Marks now. I'm by Adam. Yeah, this probably isn't going to be the most interesting stream. Put you all to sleep, just ready for RAINBOWDAVE stream. Wow, Mr. Simulate. What's that, your map? Your map, Matt? Oh, I got projects coming out of my eyeballs in a minute. It's just enough time in GE. I've got that Valley View map I'm building, which if I do a GE stream, it will be that one. To get done by the end of next month for the Mod Mania contest. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to make the cut-off for that. But you never know. I might get a sudden burst in. Now I got Orchard Farm, which I was working on last night after I submitted this map, which I'm really trying to get out. I've been working through the errors. I think there's one rogue, one left I need to sort out. Cheers, Massey. Yeah, it got submitted about 8 o'clock last night. Actually, just before that. It's pending at the minute, so Giants are yet to take a look at it. But I will follow through until this ends up on the mod hub. Will be nice to get this map out. I've been showing off projects on my page now for months, and the only thing that's ever come out at the minute is Dusty Cove. Oh, you got the original of this map, which you can find on Free Dudes Gaming website, which you can find a link in the description below. And I've also got a link to my part of the site on screen now. Owner and hoster of the site is EUSTACE Farmer, if any of you watch his stuff. If not, I think I've put his link in the description below. Go check him out. The bloke has a way of telling stories with maps. He really does. I always kind of struggle to figure what to talk about at these points. Anybody want to talk about anything, just write it in chat and we'll get a conversation started on it. That's why I normally walk around the map a dozen times, because that way I can keep on talking about things that I'm showing off on the map. Standard version on this one's extended. This one's got a extra 4 fields and the sheep farm separated from the main farm along with village improvements and pretty much how the map should have been in the first place. Oh, and it's got sugarcane, should you ever suppose to go massively unrealistic in good old Cornwall. So now there's something I will talk about. Sugarcane. What? Just, there are so many other crops out there that can be added that people would love a lot more. Yes, it is seasons ready, Massey, completely. But just sugarcane. I'm not quite sure on the whole sugarcane thing. See, now the way the world's going, and I'm not particularly struck on the whole thing of, you know, oh, we've got to be eco this and eco that and green this, green that. But as a company which has got quite a big audience, really, you could start bringing in renewable crops. Now, I've been talking to some modders about the idea of implementing the idea of sugarcane into miscanthus. Personally, as a crop, it kind of takes my interest, even though it's kind of it is a boring crop. But for renewable, it's perfect. It really is. You know, it wouldn't really make no finish. This won't come to console, unfortunately. Hey, simulation for the nation. What's on? Yeah, so you know, you can sell the bales like with the straw add-on. You got the heat plant or whatever. I haven't properly looked at it, but but you got that, or you got the heat and plant that comes in game as a placeable. But you know, miscanthus would be. Hang on a minute, which is the controls here? No. Damn Xbox controller. There we go. But you know, if you have miscanthus in game, it's a great eco crop to show off. You can use the it really wouldn't take much. You can use the God, I've got to stop repeating myself. The potato planters to plant the rhizomes. You just change what the crop texture looks like in the back. Every so often you would plough it like they do in real life. I think it's like every 5 years they redo the rhizomes. You can like have a forage harvester, but it leaves rows instead of out the spout. It's pretty, I'd say if you know what you're doing, it's easy to implement as a mod, which I need to talk to some more people about trying to do it before it comes out. Well, before FS19 comes out, see whether I can actually do it. I doubt it will actually happen, but it's worth a try, I reckon. Yeah, my stream, yeah, I had a problem. HDMI splitter wouldn't let it. It wouldn't register the game through OBS with a HDMI splitter on it. So I had to change that. And my internet needed resetting. As the stream health was down on red, now it's solid green, hasn't dipped once. Cotton would have been cool. The machines that you can use in Cotton. And if you think about it, that's a good way for FS19 to go, because if you get Cotton, one of the leading manufacturers in equipment for Cotton is John Deere. Now, personally, I'm a Fendt fan, massive Fendt fan through and through. But, you know, give the audience what they want, you know, try and get John Deere in the game. And they do a lot of Cotton, like, machinery. So those two could go hand in hand with FS19. It'd be interesting to see what comes into 19. Obviously, we're going to have season standard now. That's some version of it, I would imagine. Now it's being built into the game, pretty much. You're going to have, as much as I hate it, sugarcane in 19. Be interesting to see what maps they do. Whether they do another American map, go South America. I can imagine the two maps you'll have is probably Goldcrest again, and that Estado Pacha. I honestly went on the map once. That's when Platinum first come out. It's quite a pretty map for being so open, I suppose. Textures and that are nice on it. I like the idea of the map boundaries, they're pretty good. Oh, sorry. And how do I... There we go. Left me indicators going. God, I've forgotten how much of a dry throat you get whilst you're talking on a stream. So tomorrow, if I do stream, hang on a second now, I've put it on the shred. There we go. Yeah, so tomorrow if I do stream it will be early. Like most people, I don't know how old my main audience is, but it will be midday, that kind of time. So if you are in school, sorry, you're going to have to catch up when I put the archive out of it. Because of how I've got my computer set up, it's in the living room, got my own little corner, desk, PS4, 3 monitors going on, well, dual monitor and then a laptop, technically 3 screens. Yeah, I've got all that sat in the corner, but then when the other half finishes work and all that, she's got the TV on, so you got all that background noise. So I wouldn't be able to stream. She would get angry at me talking when she's trying to watch something as well, I expect. So the times I can stream are quite limited. I mean, I've got this week off work, so that ain't too bad. I'm going to try and do a little bit more with YouTube this year. Well, hopefully anyway. Probably said that last year, I expect. Well, I need to get more organised with it all. Stop being so lazy. So like, you know, when I start a project, actually finish the project before going on to a new project. Unless a contest comes along, which has happened twice now when I've been working on projects, getting them close, and then boom, contest, and that grabs my attention. Plus there's a good excuse to start a new map. Got a couple problems with Valley View at the minute. I think I don't know whether it's just my PC or whether it is the game. My PC needs massive work done to it. I do have a PS4. With only... What games have I got there? 4 games. What happened to Orchard Farm? Orchard Farm is coming. It got, well, being such an old map and being how fiddly FS17 is to do, it took a lot of work. I had to get the hand of the ever helpful Bullet Bill. Thank God for him. He literally saved my bacon on that map. And then I just lost interest in it. I spent so much time trying to get it to work properly. And it just really dragged me down. Really did drag me down. And I just had to forget about it. I put it into a folder, forgot about it. But last night I reopened it and carried on working, sorting the errors out, changing some of the fields over. I'm not happy how the map is right now. So I'm hoping, bearing in mind I am entering the contest as well with Valley View, so another month to 2 months I should have Orchard Farm out. I have done a console version for it, so possibly both of them. I'm not going to say yes or no, whether it will or won't, but I'm hoping it will. Yeah, I loved Orchard Farm as well. It was my first mod map I ever played in FS13. I joined the FS series quite late. Didn't start modding until the very beginning of FS15 when I got annoyed I didn't have a map I enjoyed to play on. So I thought, right, I'm going to convert Orchard Farm over. So Orchard Farm is, you know, quite interesting. Map's gone through many changes over the years. Hell of a lot of changes over the years. But I think I did 3 versions of Orchard Farm in FS15. But this one here, I've got proper permission off of Russ, who originally built the map. So he's cool with me releasing it on the mod hub as well. I love you too, Tony. Would not I like to have been out there today. How was work? Just have a quick check, see how much. 89%. I'll get this one. Oh, I bet it was. The wind and the rain hitting this front room window here has been unreal. I'm glad I'm not out throwing bin bags around today. I'll see you later on, Witchy. Cheers for joining. spent a day inside in the nice warm and dry, trying to get a an overlay done and get my chat working. Hey Nathan. So I finally managed it. I finally managed to actually get some chat on the screen and put a border on it. Don't know what you guys think of it. You like the change? I think it looks a bit better than just... I'll just clip that then. I think it looks a lot better than just having just the game up. Actually look a bit semi-professional. Should probably put a front weight on this tractor. Oh dear, Nathan. I went out to my shed. That's about as far as I've gone outside today. Went out there, took a couple bolts off my motocross bike, and no, that's enough of that. I'm going back in. Cheers, simulation. Yeah, I think it does look a lot better than what it used to. The biggest pain was trying to get the CCS code to work so the chat was transparent. What a nightmare that was. In a way, I don't really like this yard that I've done. It's a bit too open. It's not really tight enough. I love tight yards. I didn't really do it tight enough. It should be coming to PC fairly soon. Hopefully not long. Me and Giant's playing the modding ping pong. The back and forth. Hey Matthew. Do some driving in cab for you in cab lovers. What date? I don't have a clue. It's down to Giants, and it depends whether they find anything wrong with the map, which it's one of my maps. They're going to find something. Cheers, Nathan. I'm quite happy with how this map turned out. It's just little bits that still annoy me, but sometimes you're going to let her know when to let a project know. Let a project go and move on to your next ones. No, Kendall, Nathan. Leave it alone. It was a good map as it was. Although your new map is looking really good. Really, really good. This map here was my first ever my own map. This one, but in this game, it took a few months. But like the first version of it, I was still learning bits, and this is the final version now. And this is probably the last you'll see of Penberlan. I don't think I'll bring it through to the next one, to FS19. I think I'll let it gracefully die as the deluxe version in this one. Although I do plan on resurrecting Willow Tree Farm in FS19 and doing an extended version of that. So hopefully that'll be alright. So yeah, this is the map. The only bit you can't see is beyond them trees over there, there is some more fields. You can see it's quite a small map.
You let go a candle. Whoa. Ideal. Yes, I am going to make some more.
I've got Valley View for the modding contest. That one there I'm building. I've got Orchard Farm, which is about 90% done, I'd say. I just got the technical bits left to do on it.
APB. Good choice, Nathan. I think the only map... Well, there might be a couple. I think the only maps that will come over to FS19 with me will be Valley View, depending how that turns out, and Dusty Cove. Just due to how popular Dusty Cove actually is. Yeah, I'm still getting a fair few thousand each month. Downloads is... It's crazy. It really is. Said hello to me. Yeah, I have got like 3 more I plan on doing for FS17. So what have I got? This one, Orchard Farm, Valley View, Fenton Win, and Horning Tops. Now Horning Tops is a project I started in FS15. It's kind of like my version of West Coast. There's no C or anything, I just mean it's taken so long to build the damn thing. Manually put the bale collector on. We'll put that one on. ANI. What is on, people? So I'll probably go for another 20 minutes and then I gotta head off, as I have something planned for tonight. Something that was meant to happen yesterday, but things got in the way. Okay. Plan to do maybe one more for 17 after Meadow Grove, and then I'll be done mapping for 17. Yeah, I think there comes a point where, do you map for it, or do you sit back and enjoy it? And I do enjoy these little bits like this, you know. I don't really get to play the game that often. I mean, the game's been out over a year now, and I've only put 300 hours in. And most of that's popping in game, testing a trigger, and then going back out of it. So I don't really get to enjoy the game anymore. I think the only map I've enjoyed so far is West Coast. And Oakfield. That's a good map. Very good map. I'm very good, thank you, NI. I think I'm getting a bit of a dry throat from talking so much, but all good. Hey there, Josh. I'm concerned that my map I recently started, I won't be able to finish it. That's the problem you're going to find simulation. That will be the problem. YouTube or modding. Trying to cross the both. It doesn't always work out, believe me. Yeah, it takes a lot. Can I read your last comments? They've disappeared from my screen. No, you get it for free. And Gruff, I just seen your comment. It's coming out as soon as Giants are happy with it. It's in their hands at the minute. No, Giants Editor is free. You just have to create an account on the GDN, and then you can download it. YouTube Modern Sleep Pick 2. Dave knows a bit. See, Dave, he's been working on a map and he does YouTube full time, other than when he lays in. He's trying to do all three right now, and it doesn't work, does it, Dave? Although you can mix the two together, modern and YouTube, you can do GE streams, which I've been really enjoying from you lately, Dave. So. As a point, Dave, did you ever have a look around? Well, have you had a look around this map yet? Hilariously lazy. It's like I've been lately. And what do I do when I'm on a week off? Oh, I'll try and get some modding in YouTube in. Yeah. What's the point in having a week to rest? No worries, Dave, no worries. See you later, Spence. Does anyone know what the bailing speed of this thing actually is? Because 16 miles an hour just seems a bit fast. I know square bailers can fly, but I didn't realise they can fly this much. I gotta stop trying to be so lazy as well, Dave. I gotta try and do more streams. Kind of happy how my channel's grown. Somehow I managed to gain like 100 subs from somewhere, from like the last time I streamed. So people must just be enjoying the comment and then leaving a sub just in case I might actually do something ever again. It's been 3 months since the last of anything out the way combine. Hey TMC, see? Hey Brandon. And goodbye, homework to do. Go have fun. Dave, if you're still here, are you streaming at 5? The detail on this thing. Seeing the wheel in there spinning around and all that. Oh, there's some bits now. In theory, I have nothing planned. dear. 8 more bales until I have to get more netting. I enjoy baling. It's got to be one of my favourite things. I never put the steering wheel down. Do a little bit of in-cab work, a bit quieter in her. So I'll probably go for another 5-10 minutes and then I'll call it quits on this stream. So other things to be getting on with. Uh-oh. Right. Well, there's only one thing out of this, isn't there? I'll use that class, I think. Pano forks. Nope. Thank God for creator tools. Due to the fact that this is just kind of extended testing, I'm not really fussed about playing it properly like that. Plus when I play, I like to play to enjoy. Kind of like a sandbox mode. Try not to lose it over these speed bumps. Although it is wide enough, there goes either side of it. Here comes the hail again against the window. Something about this corner that there's just not liking. It was fine last night. I suppose it must be OBS playing. Doesn't like it.
Well, doesn't that make for a good picture? Come up, you gotta dump it? No. Currently more equipment in this one field than there is in the whole entire map. I think I could get that little bit that's missing. Whoops. God damn it. Oh, this thing is being a pain. And that's why. Neuro simulation, talk to you in a bit, mate. Hey, Billy. Yeah, I'm just gonna chop this bit. Why not? No, I thought I had chop straw activated. Then again, maybe the map's not ready. I thought this map did have it, but it did have it until I did the terrain changes for what's it called? A ghastly thing. Sugarcane, that's the one. And I forgot to put it back in. Oh dear. Oh, a future update, I suppose. Whoops. So what's the time? Right, I think I'll empty this one out. Fold it away and put it on the trailer. Can you tell I like Fent? Not a fan of this combine. Hey Dean, oh, thank you very much. Not a fan of this combine. I don't mind it. I like it because it's like mid-size. The field's on Valley View. And eventually when I release Horning tops and all that, you're going to need like your 1090s and your big 7 class 780s and stuff like that, which I'm looking forward to working with. So I don't really work with big equipment. The 939 is normally the biggest thing I work with. So we'll park that one up there. Yeah. So I think I'll call it a stream here, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Still managed to do an hour and 3 minutes. Not bad, not bad. So, I've got other things to get on and do now. I might finish baling this off camera. So, yeah.
Dean, I don't really play multiplayer like that. Normally I'm too busy modding. But anyway, cheers guys. And I shall see you in the next one. You bought the platinum. Poor you. So, see you in the next one, guys.